be bringing you a video about WoW land upgrades. With game release just around the corner, the team over at WoW have given us the ability to start upgrading our land prior to game launch, so that when it does, it's ready to reap those sweet WoW token rewards. I'll be talking through the official WoW land utility guide, and also plugging my boy Bladewing's Gitbook to give you a better understanding of what the star system means in terms of upgrade priorities, and I'll share my own views on what to prioritise as well. The first thing that we need to understand about land NFTs is that there's three variables. Fan base, which determines the number of wrestling fans that live in a single area. Wealth, which is the total money that the population has access to for spending. And population, which is the number of people and fans in any area. Each land NFT has an associated star rating for each of those three variables. For fan base, it impacts the amount of the population percentage that are classed as fans. For wealth, it affects the amount of wealth that is available within the population. And for the population stats, it affects the amount of people that are within the population in that land NFT. There are two different types of upgrades that you can do on your WoW land NFT, and those are infrastructure upgrades and venue upgrades. The way that I like to think about these two types of upgrades are that infrastructure upgrades are upgrades made to the wider city, and venue upgrades are ones that are specifically towards the venue that the event or the wrestling event is going to be held at. The amount of infrastructure upgrades that you can do is directly impacted by the amount of stars that you have in the wealth category, which is shown really well in the Gitbook. So, as you can see in the second table, 1 star allows you to make 1 infrastructure upgrade, 2 stars allows you to make 3 infrastructure upgrades, and 3 stars allows you to make all 5 infrastructure upgrades. I can hear you asking, why is this important? In order to understand why it's important, we need to know what the impact of each of the upgrades are for the infrastructure. The top 4 here are really important because they directly impact the amount of population that is on the land NFT. So as you can see, TV station allows up to a maximum of 3% population increase, radio station 2.5%, newspaper 2.5%, and local business 2%. The training centre infrastructure upgrade is slightly different, as that will directly impact your ability to attain freelance wrestlers, which are essentially reward NFTs that will be given out sometime after game release. This means that if you've only got 1 or 2 stars in your wealth on your land NFT, then you've got some choices to be made. For me personally, on those 2 stars, I'll be prioritising training centres and the TV station and either radio station or newspaper to make sure that I can get some of those reward NFTs, freelance wrestlers later on, and also to make sure that I'm giving myself as big a population boost on that land as possible. For the 1-star lands, I've not quite decided yet whether I might have a mix of maybe some training centres and then some TV stations. It'll probably depend on what the other star ratings are for both population and fans on that one. So that's a decision that I'll come back to probably after game release, so maybe just leave those ones for now. If you're enjoying this video, then please make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future content, and so that you can say. Now it's time to talk about venue upgrades. So there's 4 different venue upgrades, and essentially the way that these work are that the concessions level, the bathrooms level and the parking level effectively gate your ability to take up your building level, which is your hall, your arena, or if you're really aiming high, then that Titanic Stadium. So as well as being a gate for the building level, all of the concessions, bathroom and parking levels have an impact on the wealth for that land as well. So as you can see in the tables that are included in this article, concession levels go from 1 to 10 and they can add from 1 to 10% wealth. Bathroom upgrades go from 1 to 5 and give up to a maximum of 2.5% wealth added, and parking upgrades are the same, they give up to 2.5% at that 5 level. For me, the main decision point on how far I'm going to upgrade my venue upgrades on each land NFT is probably going to be based on the population rating. So for those 1-star population ratings, do I really want to be building a 100,000 seater stadium when I know that it's going to be really hard for me to get the population up to close to 100,000? And then similarly on those 2-star ratings, am I really thinking that all of that population are likely to come to my show, or is there other things at play that might boost the population that are available on that site? Speaking about other things that might be at play, there are some other things that are actually going to impact your land NFTs, but those aren't quite released yet at this stage in terms of the upgrading. So you're going to be able to stake staff NFTs on the land, and they will be able to increase the efficiency of your venue, allowing more people and fans to attend events. Additionally, the gold staff NFTs, which are extremely rare, can be used to increase the total capacity of venues that are built in that city as well. Other things are lore NFTs, so looking at those Raven lore NFTs or the other alpha lore NFTs, and they can be used to unlock unique benefits for the venues, which are stated here. So outdoor statues, they can be placed in front of a venue, providing big bonuses for certain wrestlers or wrestler styles. And then indoor trophy cases and banners, which can be placed in venues or hung in venues, and they provide a small bonus for specific wrestlers or wrestler styles, or for certain wrestling styles and match types. So those are things to be aware of as well when you're going to be making those decisions about what land to upgrade and how far to upgrade it as well. I suppose the only other bit of insight that I can offer is giving you a little bit of a understanding of what my current plan is. So for me, I only have one 9-star land, and I'm planning on fully upgrading that to make sure that I can get as much rewards out of that as possible. Other than that, the only other land I'm currently upgrading prior to game release is anything that combines up to 8 stars. So those that have 3 stars in 2 of these and 2 in one of the others. The other thing on my 8-star that only has 2 wealth on there, I haven't actually upgraded any of the infrastructure yet, but I do think, as mentioned earlier, I'll probably look at putting a training centre and then 2 of the higher infrastructures to make sure that I'm getting the biggest population boost that I can on there. So thank you for tuning into this video and listening through to the end. Until next time, have a good day.